Okay, so tonight we're going to finish working on the main figure here. So I am gonna, right now, for now, today, the first thing I'm gonna do is paint the arm because we have only the first layer, which is burnt sienna, Winsor & Newton burnt sienna, and yellow ochre. And I'm gonna put white. This is burnt sienna and white only. So now I'm doing burnt sienna, mixing burnt sienna, yellow ochre, and white. And we're going to highlight the arm slowly. So when I'm doing something like this, I'm watching my values more than anything else, because values are very important at this point to give me the right skin tone. So I'm going to start with a mid-tone kind of, that will give me room to add darks and lights. And this is a combination of burnt sienna, yellow ochre, and white. I'm using a round brush, medium size, small size actually, not even medium. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to add cadmium red light, because this is what I did here, to bring her out, because she is blending with the background with the colors I'm using here. These are fine, good colors, but I'm going to make her skin a little bit lighter so she stands out from the background. So I'm just adding more white and cadmium. I added a tiny bit of cadmium red light. And when I look at the reference, I can see that the highlights are coming from this side, this way. So I'm just going to follow a bit what I'm seeing. I'm going to keep the lower part of the arm darker right here. I need to make sure that my color, the transition of color between the light and dark, is soft. Soft and not too harsh between the different values. I will reshape the arm when I work on the dress. So I will use a negative painting. Now I'm going to work on the fingers. and make sure I'm highlighting in the right space, right spot, to make them look that they're bending in the right place. So now this is the hard part. This part will have to be a little bit darker. And the part in here, the fingers, yeah, fingers will have to be highlighted here. So I'm watching my values. That's what I'm doing right now, watching my darks and lights. And I'm simplifying what I'm seeing from the reference. Darker. I'm taking a bit of burnt umber now. I'm not gonna darken this area and right here. If this was a bigger canvas size, I would be darkening a little bit the side of the fingers. Otherwise they would look flat. To make them look round, I would have to darken the side parts of the fingers. Let's see. This is a bit too wide right here. Her arm. So I'm just gonna take in a bit from the outside, negative painting. It's drying darker, so I need to work a bit on the values. So a little bit of back and forth in values, dark, light, dark, light. Okay, and then I'll adjust the shape. Now I'm using burnt umber to reshape the hand from the outside, from here. So negative painting. And like I mentioned before, I am simplifying the shape. In the reference, the way she is holding her hand is a bit awkward because of the position where she is. So that's why I'm trying to simplify. You know what? I'm gonna stop for a minute, and I'm gonna try to readjust the arm. I should have used a reference that has a sleeve on. Easier. Here we go. Okay. I'm going to pause for 1 minute and adjust the hand a bit. All right, so I made the fingers a little bit longer, and I think what I'm going to do is highlight from this side, and that will relax the fingers if the highlight is not here, but up here. And maybe that one here. Pinky. Honestly, by the time I'm going to put the fruits around, you're going to hardly see the hand. Fruits are going to take over.
Yes. Yeah.
Right?
Yes, you're right.
Okay. And also, I'm working on wood. It's a little bit harder to blend. But it's smooth. Smooth surface.
Really?
Mm. All right. Okay. Just going to leave it for now. It's good enough. Let's work on the hair and the scarf. So for the scarf, let me see which one is better to work on right now. Okay. I'm going to put the orange cloth she's wearing. I'm going to put an orange color because I really want her to stand out.
The scarf?
No, what she's wearing, her clothes. So I'm going to use orange. And I'm going to mix my orange with a bit of burnt umber. That will give me room to highlight. Because the scarf goes over the dress or the top she's wearing, so it's easier. The orange will look nice with the color of the scarf we're going to put there. It's cadmium orange. I'm using cadmium orange and burnt umber. I'm going to put a little bit more burnt umber for the lower part. All right. I'm going to let it dry a bit and then I'll highlight certain areas. For the scarf, I'm going to be using Naples yellow. And cerulean blue. Remember the project we did with the girl on the Vespa? On the didn't we do it Wednesday night? Did we do it Wednesday night?
Yep,
Yeah.
we did the Vespa.
Yeah. This is the same combination color. Cerulean blue and Naples yellow. I really like this color.
Yeah.
I think you did it on pots too. It was a flower shop and it had different color pots. I think you did the same thing.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
So this can be done with this color, the scarf, or we could do phthalo blue and Naples yellow, and we can pick which one we like better. So the phthalo blue, doesn't matter if it's green shade or red shade. is more turquoisey. I think phthalo blue is better. And usually what I do is I dip in it a bit of raw umber. Yeah, this is nicer than this. This is kind of toned down grayish. This one is really bright. It's a nice green. Hey, let's try. Ooh. Oh, nice. Lovely. This is raw umber. So I'm going to tone it. I will tone it down a bit with raw umber first, so I can have room for the highlight. I'm desaturating the color. Okay, let's see how I'm going to do that. Yeah, that's better.
Are you doing that so you have shadow?
So I have, so I can play around. Yes, so I can play around with my highlights and values and darks. Yes. So this way, if I start with dark base, a darker base of green, then I have room to highlight. And
is it burnt umber or raw umber?
Raw umber, raw umber.
Why didn't you use the burnt umber that you used in the orange?
More burnt umber will change the color of the green. It will change it. This will darken it, but it will not interfere. Raw umber will darken it, but it won't interfere in the color itself. It's not going to change it.
Okay, it keeps it cool still.
Yeah. Oh, this is coming from behind her ear. Oh, I see. Okay. It wraps around her head. And then it comes out. So it has to follow the shape of her head. And then it comes out this way. I will darken in between still, in between the folds. Right, and so I'm trying to simplify a bit the from the original.
This would have been good to use that technique grisaille on it.
Grisaille?
Yeah. Maybe I'm not
Yes,
pronouncing it
yes,
properly.
yes. Grisaille would work very well.
All the folds?
Yes, yes, but it's not very. The folds are not. They're easy.
Not a lot of them?
Yeah, not a lot of them, and
Okay.
they're not complicated. You know, just kind of bit more easier to do. All right, so I'm gonna put the first layer for the hair. That will help me. And this is, it will help me see what's happening. And this is burnt umber for the first layer. Yellow ochre. So I'm working on the folds a bit right now. I'm letting the hair dry, and then I'm working on the folds. I'm gonna put some shadows, and that will help me see the folds. All right, now let's take same color, phthalo, and Naples yellow. That's a very nice seafoam color. And I'm going to come here. Put some highlights. I'm going to use another brush. Soften the transition between the light and dark. So I'm leaving the dark I had before. I'm leaving some of it between the folds. Acrylic dries harsh, so we have to kind of go back and forth and try to soften the transition between the light and dark. I'm adding a tiny bit of white. Because I need to give parts of this shawl some stronger highlights. A little bit of white again.
Nice.
It's coming along. Takes time. But...
Yes. Everything takes time. But it looks nice.
Thank you.
The color you chose.
Just trying to highlight only where the light is hitting the hair. So I don't want to highlight the whole hair. Just areas, certain areas. And then I'm going to leave it. Let's go to the dress and then I'll take a break. Highlight the dress a bit. I think the brush is a little bit too soft for the wood surface.
Are you still using brown in it?
A little bit of brown, just tiny bit, not much. I just don't want to use cadmium orange by itself. It's too strong.
That corner needs to be more round, maybe. Of the straight line on the dress. No. With the end of the.
Here?
No. The end of the handkerchief, whatever it is. Yes, there. Yeah.
Needs to be around a little bit rounder.
Yeah, maybe.
She needs a bigger butt.
Yep.
Exactly.
Alrighty. Let's do that. I'm trying to see, figure out how dark or how light I should go the bottom of the dress. Okay. All right, let's see if we can put a little bit of something on this scarf, some kind of a pattern on this scarf. I'm going to pause for a minute.
Yeah.
Okay. Now we're going to leave the woman alone, and I'm going to bring a bright brush, small one. And since I have the colors here, I have browns and yellow ochre. I'm just going to take some yellow ochre and brown, and I'm just going to draw the lines for the crate where the fruits are going to go. And then I'll show you what I found in terms of more references, new ones I found, so we can see what we're going to do. Right, I'm going to add a little bit more brown in here. This is burnt umber or raw umber, it doesn't matter. This is just the first layer. Don't know who this person is. There's no name. Interesting. This part, it looks like there's nothing, no box, no crate.
You can create one.
Yeah, I'm gonna put one actually. Okay. I'll leave it at that for now. And I'm just gonna fix okay.
Are you going to glaze the purple flowers behind her?
Push them back.
Yeah, because I think maybe it's my screen. It looks like they're the same value.
Yes, you're right. I have a feeling the whole background needs to be glazed. All of this behind her needs a bit of glazing, one layer of glazing, just to push it back. At least over here. If, not the whole thing.
Would you add glazing? What would you do? Like what? How would you cover that?
Oh, for the glazing?
Yeah.
Good question. With all the colors, I mean, with all of the colors that you have there, so I don't want to use any of the colors that are existing there with a bit of white. I would use ultramarine violet with white.
Oh, okay.
Touch of white and ultramarine violet.
Okay.
Could you maybe add more of the primary colors, not the primary, the main colors you were using there, so that they're not as saturated? Like maybe make her dress a little bit more orange and her scarf have a little bit of more of the blue in it.
To bring her forward?
So that's brighter. She's brighter.
Well,
I like the combination.
The combination of the dress and the...
Yeah, I love it. But I'm just wondering, just so you don't have to glaze and wreck the background, could you make her brighter?
No, I think that she's bright enough. I think it's too much. Enough for her. I would, if I'm not gonna glaze this part, I would definitely glaze this part.
Mm.
You know?
Mm-hmm. You still have the front stuff to do, so maybe once you have all of that in.
Yes, that's why. Yes, you're right. I was gonna say that we still have here, but this is a bit strong right now still. But I'm not gonna do anything right now. Actually, I'll leave it until we put the front, and then when we put the front, we can see how if the background needs to be glazing or not.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm gonna pause. All right, so next week we'll start working on the fruits in the foreground, and we will adjust the background to see if we need to glaze the background to push it back or keep everything just the way it is.